Boys, what have we got going on here today?
That air is awesome. Might as well put on the pan.
This is so exciting!
Snow, the white blanket that coats the earth early in the year in northern Canada. Some people see it as troublesome. Others see it as a new slate to embrace a whole new set of activities. One of the things on my winter camping list is hot tent camping. This video is purely fun and scientific, I suppose, as I conduct an experiment with a brand new form of heat. It's not at all about the product. It's about the result in keeping things fun at the same time.
Well, I was just gone for about 12 days. This month is ridiculously busy for me, by the way. I'm just home now for about 3 days, and then I gotta go again for another 12 days, 2 weeks. So it's a really busy month for me. But when I left, there wasn't a blade of snow on the ground, and now winter's here. The lake is frozen up, and we got about 6 inches of snow. Not enough snow to go on skidoo yet, but I want to start getting things ready. When it gets cold like this, you automatically gravitate to thinking about heat sources, different types of heat sources, firewood, gas of different types. And while I was gone, my new heater came in, and I got it specifically for my generator hut. But while I was gone, I started thinking about this heater and winter tenting. And I thought to myself, I gotta give it a try. Gotta give it a run to see what it's like, to see if I can actually use it, you know, in the middle of winter when I go camping. If it works, it's gonna be amazing. So stay tuned. Now, while that place is warming up, I'm gonna go try my generator. It's minus 13 degrees Celsius this morning. It's been starting, no problem. But I just don't know what that cutoff point is gonna be, where you're gonna have to apply some heat to the generator, which is universal. You gotta have some heat, or else engines just don't wanna turn over. The generator does brag of cold climate technology, and it has been impressing me, very much so. There's no choke or anything on this one. It's fuel injected, so what it is, it is. You turn it on, you pull it over. So that's pretty impressive. Second pull. But when I designed this hut, I designed it so that I would be able to get some sort of heat in there, and I just couldn't figure out what I was going to use. And where we're off grid, you just can't apply like a heater with electricity, because that just takes up like, well, it could be thousands of watts. I thought about those little buddy heaters, and they're good, but they gotta stay warm too. And I don't want anything that's going to exhaust inside of the generator hut, because that air in there is eventually going to be sucked in to the generator itself. So I'd like to have a heater that produces heat, exhausts outside, and a decent amount of heat, and will go even in the cold. So I started researching. I'm not getting paid by this company, by the way. I will reach out to them though and see if I can apply some discount that'll help you guys out if you want one. Now this is supposed to be the cat's meow. I know it had a remote start that'll work like 30 something feet away, I think. And it's also supposed to have like a Bluetooth app that'll work like 100 feet away. And that's why it kind of got my interest too, because I can control it right inside the cabin without even having to go outside. Whew. That'll be a bonus. So all these parts came with it. See, there's the exhaust there, and that's going to be the hose that's going to be directing the heat into my generator shed or winter tent. Yes, sir, brother. Okay, buddy. Thanks, man. Okay, appreciate that. Bye. Just talking to my buddy there. He gave me a couple tips. He has one of these. Right off the bat there, he told me to screw a couple of boards like here to increase this distance here, plus keep it kind of more stable where it's kind of tall. Okay, that was easy enough. Air intake pipe. Air intake. The other one is the exhaust. I'm impressed with this screwdriver access port here. I guess that's what it is. It works anyway. I think I'm actually going to double up on those heighteners there so the exhaust has more space to curve out around that way. There we go. That's much better. There's lots of room. And more stable as well. What do you guys think? I finished off the exhaust. Exhaust done. Alright, this will be the hose that counts. This is the hose that the heat is going to come from. There we go. Again, I guess you can, this one can obviously extend out. They got it compressed for packaging, but you know, you can get that hose and expand this as well. Anyway, good enough for today's purpose. Yeah, I think it's time to put some diesel in here. I think it takes about a gallon of diesel or so. And you can see little indicators there, little transparent slits here, so you can see how much fuel is left in the tank. Now this requires a 12-volt battery. I'll put some nice alligator clips on here, but for today, I'll just hook it up to the terminals of the battery like that, just so you can make sure it's working. Got myself a nice deep cycle battery here, same one I use on my camper. If this works out okay, I'll put a solar panel right on my generator hut where I plan to power it from. All right, certainly came on. I know you can set the time here and set a timer on it. Right now, I just wanted to start up.
Start heating.
Oh, actually talk to me. I won't use the remote control yet or the app. I'll try that after. This looks like a level indicator over here. I'll leave it right where it is. I guess I can put that up or down there. Okay, you can see it's going up now as I increase the level. And my buddy tells me I gotta warm up a little bit first and then it'll start producing the heat. Right now it's just kind of pushing out a little bit of air, but it's still cool yet. Okay, pump just cut in. That's supposed to happen too. Starting to idle up a bit. Starting to push out more air. Okay, it's been a couple of minutes now and it's ramped up. It's pumping out some real nice heat there now. Okay, that's pumping out some pretty decent heat there now. I don't think it's going to have any trouble heating up the generator hut or the tent, but we won't know until we give it a try. So let's go experiment. Okay, this comes with a bracket, so you can attach your heater hose to that and then divert the air using this part here. So I think I'll put that right here, kind of close to the generator. I can always change it if I want to. Alright, we got it all hooked up. Here comes the fun part. So I got my thermometer here, reads outside temperature and inside. And I'll try starting with remote this time. Got an on off button here and plus and minus, I guess, for the temperature. So here we go. There she goes. Let her rip, boys, let her rip. Now I know I got a lot of vents in this generator hut, that's for cooling in the summertime. I may have to cover those up when I do this, but for right now, we'll just try like it is. You never know, it might be just hot enough to combat that. Now to make these experiments go even better, I'm gonna take out my tent stove, I'm not going to put it inside the tent, of course, because that would fool up my experiment. But I'm just going to take it out now and have it burn into it. First time of the year. And if I'm going to have it burn in the stove, I might as well put on the pan. Got to make things fun. Couple lengths of pipe, it's enough for now. Before I start the fire, now it's been probably 4 or 5 minutes. This has been on now. Open her up real quick and have a look at the thermostat. Yes, boy, look at that! 25.3. It's -3 degrees outside, 26 degrees in here. Wow! Holy smokes, man! Well, that is awesome. Man, that took no time. That is great. Okay, well, I'm just going to switch it right over to the hot tent now. And maybe I'll start up the app on the phone or something too and see how all that works, just to see, you know, if there's extra features on it or what. But man, that's awesome. This is so exciting. I'm going to wrap this welding blanket around the hose because I'm not quite sure how hot it gets. So I'll make sure I wrap it up real good inside of this thing now. There we go, make sure the end is not blocked off. The heat will stay down low inside the tent. Close her up. Let's go see what it looks like on the other side here. Alright, that looks good. I'm also going to put this carbon monoxide detector in here just for safety measures, but again, I don't think there's no exhaust coming in here whatsoever. It's all on the external exhaust system itself, so it's all sealed off except for where my stovepipe goes. When I put my tent stove in here, I'll just lay a little tarp or something over that there now, just for the day, just for this experiment. Can't forget the thermometer. I put the thermometer about that height because that's almost the height that my cot usually is when I put it against one of these walls. So the temperature is dropping now, the sun's starting to go down, so it's about -4 degrees Celsius now.
Start heating.
Start heating. That's so cool. Got some bottled rabbit here. I think that's the last bottle I got, actually. Time to catch some more. Man, oh man. It's smelling good already. Oh, just read the bottle. It's pretty excited about food. Some of you guys even like to imitate the way that I eat food. Which I find hilarious, by the way. Send me more clips like that. Warm it up, baby. Now I know some of you guys are already saying, oh, just use one of those little buddy heaters. Not for overnight. This thing exhausts inside of your tent. And I know even sometimes when I've used it for an hour or so, you start to get dizzy and nauseous and sick. It's just no good. I would never sleep nighttime with that going in my tent. Not happening. Plus, have you seen the price of those propane cylinders these days? Unbelievably expensive. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and check it out. I just can't wait. Like a kid in a candy store. Not extremely hot, but yeah, alright, so it's 4.2 degrees Celsius already. So we're already up 7 degrees warmer than outside temperature. And that air, and that air is awesome. Starting to get some steamy gen to go there. Get sneaky little bite. Of course, this wasn't the reason why I bought this aerator. It's primarily for my generator shed. However, I just thought to myself, it's supposed to run like 7, 8, 10 hours on a lower setting. So if you were to have this in your hut, just for nighttime alone, because when you're winter tenting, every hour to hour and a half or so, you have to get up and restock your stove. And you know, that does break your sleep up overnight Whereas if you can, you know, get your temperature of your tent where it's just nice for sleeping, and that's going to run 8, 10, 12 hours, well, I mean, that would fix that, wouldn't it? It would just be that level of comfort, not something you do every time. I'd still have my wood stove there for cooking on and for daytime. Just I want to try at nighttime. It would just put it from this level to this level. And it's fun too, so why not? All right, let's go see what is happening. Oh yeah. It's, well, almost 8 degrees Celsius here. I'm thinking this temperature now, maybe another couple more degrees, and it will be just right for sleeping. Everything's good over here. Oh, I can put my hand around there anyway. It's not hot. Carbon monoxide detector still showing 0. All right, guys, this is nice and toasty warm. Time for a little snacky poo. Take a little bit of this bread now and put that right on the bread just like that. I'm gonna fold that bread over just like that and dip it in the juice like that. What we call sopping up the juice. And I am here drooling already just thinking about this first bite. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Make all the fun you want. This is delicious. Get a bit of that carrot, parsnip, salt meat, and rabbit all in one forkful. This right here now just puts you somewhere. Gotta do it. Just getting ready to go and check the tent again now. I'm sure it's up another few degrees. And as mentioned, I will reach out to the company Vivor and see if they'll give you some kind of a discount if you want to order one of those. And then download the app there now. Here we go. That is so cool. Okay, I can control the... Oh yeah, control the heat in that from there too, look. Turn it down, turn it up. Now I know I can put it in a different automatic mode here too. Smart mode, level mode. It'll give us a reading of my battery here too, look. I turn the heater on and off from here. I want to see if I can turn the heater on and off from inside the cabin. Okay, this Bluetooth thing is supposed to work like 92 feet away or something, so ideally I'd be inside of my cabin here and I want to start up my generator on a cold morning. I just turn on my app and I turn on the heater. All right, I'll just go ahead and turn down the level here and see if that reflected outside. And it did. It changed the level right down to 3, just like my app. So now I'm going to go back in and just turn it off and then turn it back on again using the old app. All right, it says push to turn off the heater. You got to hold into it. Yeah, there you go. All right, it says it's on standby now. All right, let's go ahead and start it up again. And I came back on again. I'm actually on the furthest side away from my cabin too, so this is a great feature for me. Like I say, get up in the morning, flick on my app, turn on my heater. I don't even have to go outside. I'm spoiling myself, sure. All right, temperature checking time again. There we go. Look, it's just about 12 degrees Celsius. Temperature's going down outside, minus 4.6. Also feels like a nice heat. It's not overwhelming. And I see the windows are not steaming up. Like with propane, it steams up almost right away. I'm not getting any bad smell. You don't smell any diesel at all. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. You may think I'm kind of weird for doing this kind of stuff, but I like to experiment. I like to know ahead of time what I'm going to face for when I go out for the real trip. And you know what? I was going to spend the night in this tonight, but then I decided against it because I want to wait for the real thing. I got to go away on my work trip now. I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks. Maybe by the time I get back, this ice may be strong enough to support me. We'll have some more snow, hopefully. I can get the old skidoo going. Can't wait. Now winter is here. It's going to settle in. When you live in the Labrador climate like we do, embrace it. So tune in to when I try this for the real deal. I got a couple more videos up my sleeve as well. And until the next video, take care of each other. Get outside and enjoy everything outdoors. And we'll see you next time. Guaranteed. Deserved.
Get outside.